How are you folks? We're here this evening in a place called Ballacalla near Rathdowney, County Kilkenny, and Eddie Shirley's. Eddie Shirley's this is a massive place. He's Landini's, there's Rossmore, there's cabs, there's everything. They do restorations. This is savage, lads. This is savage. We're going to give a walk around the yard. They have a massive collection, their own personal collection of vintage tractors above. We're going to give a look at some of the new Landinis. I have a bit of a story for you on the Landinis. And they have a savage collection of stuff and a selection of parts inside in the store. Inside, it's an unbelievable selection of stuff. But I suppose, first of all, there's one thing for you. A good friend of mine passed away there a couple of months back, John Brennan. John Brennan was from Kilflynn. John Brennan was well known in the trucking world in Kerry. He worked for years now for quarries. He had his own trucks, he had all this. And John Brennan's son and I suppose his relations or whatever, his sons, grandsons, are having a tractor run the 10th of November in Kilflynn. It's a tractor and truck run. So registration would take place from about 10 o'clock in the morning, and they're departing Brennan's yard in Kilflynn, County Kerry, at about 12 o'clock. Now, I'll be there myself, supporting it. I think all the money is going to, I think there's the Heart Foundation, open to correction on that. But John was an absolute gentleman. John was the kind of fella, when I started out in Ardfert Quarries driving a truck, John was the go-to fella. John had it all done. He'd every by road and back road in Kerry travelled, and John was always able to I suppose, lend a helping hand to someone that didn't really know where they were going, and John would point you in the right direction. And of course, for those of you that know the Kilflynn Vintage Rally, John was heavily involved in that for the last 20 odd or maybe more years. So if you can, please come along and support us. The 10th of November in Kilflynn, County Kerry. And for those of you that don't know Kilflynn, it's about halfway between Tralee and Listowel. And the yard is just on the side of the main road there. Can't miss it. Probably slightly closer to Tralee than Listowel. Please come along the 10th of November. Registration is from 10 to 12. Tractor and truck run. So bring along your truck. I know there's people coming from Tipperary here with cattle trucks and people coming from all over Ireland to support us. So if you can, please come along, and best of luck to the lads on the day, to Robert and Connor and all the gang there. Yeah, I'll be there and I'll see you all there, right? Let's turn the camera and give a look what they have. They have a serious collection of stuff inside in the store. So we're going to give a look inside in the store first, and we'll go from there. Alright guys, this is some of the cabs. All these cabs, they do a massive restoration thing here. And of course they have, well known again for international parts. They break a couple of international tractors. And if you're looking for international parts, some Asmores, all that, more cabs. That's a nice cab for an international over there. And look at all the parts, lads above. Look at all the second hand. Look at all the new parts. We have a grill, we have a Dexter grill, we have a Ford grill, 7000 grill, Ford. I don't know what the lash grill is. There's more grills over there. PTO shafts. Look, Fords, TMs, Fiats. That looks like an Ursus grill. Look at all the parts. My God, lads, look, there's everything. Ferguson bonnet, overalls, compressors, PTO shafts, electric tools, sprays, paint guns, tines, wheelbarrow wheels, socket sets, 9-hole bars. Look, all for your Grey Ferguson Ford 5000, Dexters, Grey Fergusons, Fiats. It's a nice case. Grill, Ford grill, tines, Harrows, vacuum tank attachments, air hose. They have a massive selection of stuff again upstairs. We're not going to go up there. There's a full clothing range upstairs. Of course, main Landini agents here. Look at all this. There's some amount of stuff here. This is a savage collection of stuff. Yeah, we're going to go to the door now. We're going to give a look at the van. This is the van, look. Landini, passion for innovation. W&E Shirley Limited, Ballacalla, Port Laois, County Laois. I didn't realise I was in Laois. I thought it was Kilkenny. I should be. Look at this, look. We're going to swing around here. Cabs, parts, more everything. All this, right. Let's go. Down the yard, look. Second-hand high spec. Moors, the whole lot. These are big big restoration stuff here. There's stuff coming from all over Ireland in here for cabs, for everything. If you want a cab for your Massey, for your Dexter, for your whatever, this is the go-to place. And these boys will come out and they will collect your tractor. Landini, let's talk about Landini for a minute. Landini are, of course, a fantastic tractor, an Italian company. major company. Landini actually this year are on the go 140 years. I think it was 1884 Landini started off. They didn't start making tractors. They started making tractors in 1925. They made their first tractor. So next year, if anyone is thinking of doing a birthday celebration, Landini are doing Landini will be 100 years of tractor manufacturing next year. There's some nice tractors there, lads. I like that one. Like the buckets, agitators, soft hands. I know I'm wrong. I never saw a harrow like that before. Agro lift, okay. And there's some lovely stuff over here. Some lovely, clean second-hand tractors. Like I said, these boys are breaking internationals. They have international parts. They're into tractor restorations. This is the go-to place. There's a Dexter above in the yard, belonged to a man from Donegal. Brought it down here to get jobs done to. So that'll tell you the name they have. A TM 115 with a Macaulay trailer, another Macaulay trailer, another Macaulay trailer. Macaulay, C-I-U-L-E-Y. At Newholland, is she a 115 or is she a 90? Oh, she's an 85. I like that colour, the terracotta feet colour. That's a nice colour. Another Newholland, she's a 6635. Oh lads, look at that. That's just beautiful. Look how well restored that is. That's a well restored tractor, painted to the nines. Oh, that's a nice tractor. Brand new tyres all around. The pigeons down the field frighten the bejesus out of me. That's a well restored tractor. You know, like even the small things, like, you know, the bowls not painted. That's perfect. Sometimes you see they're just blowing the paint and, oh lads, that's a nice tractor. Wouldn't a fella be nice now to have that in the John Brennan Memorial Tractor Run in the 10th of November next. And we have another Ford 5000. Oh, hi Matt Rinn. Matt Rinn is looking for a Ford 5000. Matt Rinn, there's two tractors here for you. A loader and all that. Couple of buckets, couple of hay headers. 565. Massey Ferguson 565. Different cabinet. Maybe she's a slightly earlier one. But again, these are a lovely tractor. They're a lovely tractor. I'd love a 590. Of course, I'd love a lot of things, but not going to happen. We can dream. Now, there's a big difference between needing it and wanting it. I want it. I don't need it. 6718 Zetor. Again, Zetor, Czechoslovakian tractor. Great tractor. Came into Ireland. There wasn't a whole pile thought of them. In fact, let's be honest, there was very little thought of them. But like, compare this tractor, right, to a 165, something like that. Power steering. It had hydraulic brakes, the whole lot. And look at the cab you even had compared to a 165, or even compared to that 5000. I know the 5000's worth way more money, but compare that to this thing has a compressor in it. Power steering, hydraulic brakes. Yeah. I think these were way ahead, and we didn't have any mass in them until very recently. But very recently, these tractors have become very collectible. Yeah. I said load all. Couple of second-hand loaders. Actually, the Macaulay trailers are a nice trailer. Macaulay dump trailer, low loader, and a bale trailer. Okay, let's keep moving, lads, because I'll tell you one thing, there is a desperate selection of stuff here, and we're going to go down the yard over again and give a look. We'll give a closer look at one of those cabs in a minute. Bale handlers. Are they soft hands? I don't know. Like I said, agitators. We're going to go up here. There's a nice little nice little hedge cutter in that one. Is she a Bamford, I wonder? I don't know what make she is. Maybe she is, maybe. Oh, she is a Bamford. A Bamford. Yeah. They're nice. Oh, there's attachments and all on the back of all these tractors. Let's give a look at them. We have more on the back of this Landini. A Samaz more. Of course, Samaz Farmer Phil. Farmer Phil likes his Samaz Moors. Landini, that's a big old Landini, lads. 380 horsepower. That's a nice Landini. Front linkage and all this. Now, some stuff up here. Now, there's a lot of stuff here. This stuff is for sale, but we'll be able to go in now in a minute and we'll look at his own personal collection of tractors there in a minute. Nice topper. 2 for a Ferguson plough, anyone? Actually, I have a Pierce plough. Tines, buckets, hoses. Is it? I know what that is. Is that a Samaz? A Astar 250 disc harrow, hay turners, road sweepers, rollers, another road sweeper, an International. She's 7 something. That's a nice little tractor, lads. Little loader and all in it. Perfect tractor for feeding bales for the winter for someone. I don't know what model she is. She's a 584. 584 International. That's a nice tractor. That's a nice tractor. Let's give a look at these cabs. I presume they're coming in this way. They're not making them. The roof, I know it does open up on them. They're a good solid frame cab. The boys are fitting them here. You obviously can get them in blue or red, but I presume they can come in whatever colour you want. And as you can see, there's a massive selection of them. And there's a tractor over here I'll show it to you in a minute. And from what I'm told, it's after coming from Donegal to be fitted. So look at all this. Look at all the bale handlers. Look at all the bale handlers, the bale lifters, whatever. The single bale handlers, the whatever. The Ross Moore stuff, the spikes. All that. It's all here. Nice 135. See the 135? The cab really suits the 135, doesn't it? Like, look at the quality of the restoration on this tractor. That is fabulous. Of course, it's up to yourself, however much little or how much money you want to spend on it. But like all this stuff, it is all for sale. Chain harrows, Ross Moore stuff, Nugent stuff, sprayers, quad fertilizer spreaders, loaders. Ford 36 rather, 3000 I was going to say. That's a, even look again, look at the quality of the restoration on this tractor. That's just, it's fabulous. It's just, to me it's fabulous anyway. A nice 188. Is she multi-power? No, she's not. Neighbour of mine had a 188 with multi-power and it was a beautiful, beautiful tractor. They have a lot of second-hand stuff. They have a lot of second-hand tin work for international tractors. They do break a good few of them. Nice 135 with the cab. All this stuff is for sale. It is all for sale except this Dexter. This Dexter is belonged to a man from Donegal, right? Remember now we're in Kilkenny. And he sent this tractor down from Donegal to the boys here to fit a cab to it. So that'll tell you the quality of the work they do. And they've done this tractor already. They have restored this tractor to the condition she's in. It's just, this is fab. That some of the stuff is brilliant. It's just, so if you have a tractor and you mightn't be able to bring it up to standard yourself, this is where you need to bring it. This is absolutely where you need to bring it. Like, look at the stuff here. Look at some of this stuff. Oh my God. Agros, agro lift, kind of disc harrows. This stuff, T-O-L-M, Tolmer disc harrows. Like, this is This is a beautiful tractor. All this stuff, lads, is for sale. A 575 Massey Ferguson. Again, with one of their own cabs fitted to it. Of course, the cab rotted. Actually, that's a good idea. That's a right good idea, actually. There was a friend of mine asking me, we were talking recently about a 699, and he was going to take the cab off of the 699 because the cab was rotten, and he was on about putting it just with mud guards. But could you not do something like this to it? I don't see why you couldn't. So it might be an idea for you, Massey. That looks the part. A 574 International. Built in Germany as far as I know. Again, lovely tractor. Lovely tractor. That's a clean tractor. I don't know, to me she's painted the slightly wrong colour. Maybe she mightn't be, but that's a lovely tractor. She's an older restoration, again, done with a while, but it's there for you. What's this? 165 with a Massey Ferguson loader. Again, lovely. That's all this stuff is here. This stuff is here for you. For 3,000. Again, well restored tractor. Again, one of their own cabs fitted. They're lovely cab. They're actually a lovely cab. Another 426. And we have a Leyland 262. Again, Leyland's, of course, the massive story on Leyland. Leyland were Lord Nuffield. Lord Nuffield started out making tractors. They were making cars first, Austins, I think. And then because he was Lord Nuffield, he was from a village in the UK called Nuffield. And he was Lord Nuffield, so they named the tractors after him. He started making tractors for the British government. And the BMC and all that kind of stuff. And this is your Nuffield. So the Nuffield became Leyland. And for those of you who don't know it, Leyland then became Marshall. And actually, if you have the very end of line Marshall tractors were actually, they were sold Steyr. Some of the very last of the Marshall tractors were actually Steyrs. So if you have a Steyr registered as Marshall, you have a fairly rare tractor. Actually, I know a fellow that bought in a Marshall recently, and he's after painting it. They look like a Steyr. We have another 165 here. Look at this, look, before we look at the 165, look, a selection of brand new Ford mudguards. They are for you, ready to go. A selection of buckets, 165s. That's a nice 165. She's got a loader and all, and that's a nice little welder bearer on RP220. Couple of load-alls. She's 1996. What is she? She's a Newholland. Sorry, she could do with a few tires. And we have a JCB load-all. Lads, that's some lovely stuff here. There is some lovely. Of course, look at all the second-hand parts. They have a world of second-hand parts, new parts. They have sprayers, selection of top links, the whole lot down the yard. Move on. Alright guys, for some unknown reason at this point, I seem to have been able to record in slow motion. I have absolutely no idea what was happening. Tried to fix it, give a good 0.577 seconds trying to sort it out. Couldn't sort it out, so I said I'll leave the rest up to yourselves. You can see here, these things here are made by O'Shea's. They're a local engineering firm. They make these silage pushers. You can see there's a Rossmore shear grab. You can see the way the cabs come, stacked one on top of each other. Two roofs there on top of the top one. Two different colours. Presumably you can get whatever colour you might like to have it in. There's a selection of ploughs there, harrows. This is really a one-stop shop for everything. And also down the yard, I see, also built by O'Shea's, there's a double bale handler. I'll show you a clip of it there in a second. And the double bale handler is, if one side of it folds up, so when anyone that has ever used a double bale handler will understand that when you're driving along the road, most of the time it's a bit wider than your tractor. So what they've done is they have made it in such a way where one side of it will actually fold up, not up straight, but up kind of at a 45-degree angle. And you know what, I kind of liked it. I gave it a look at it, and I was impressed by it. And even the engineering, the manufacturing that went into it was fairly impressive. So look, that's kind of it. You can see it there. We'll go up now and we'll give a look at his own personal collection of tractors. It's above in the shed, and we'll go from there. Alright guys, cheers, thank you, enjoy the rest of the video. We have a walk in. Alright guys, that's the end of the stuff that's for sale. That's the end of their stuff. But we're going into a place here now, and we're going looking at their private collection of tractors. So I haven't been in here, but there's, oh Jesus lads, there's a massive amount of stuff here. Now there is no lights inside here unfortunately, but we're going to turn the camera and we're going to give a look. The first thing in front of me is a fabulous looking 8011. Yeah, let's turn the camera and please give a like and give a subscribe. Alright guys, this is it, a lovely 8011. She's a nearly type 8011. We do the starter motor. Zetor again, 5740. Okay, 5748. What's the 48 about? Can someone tell me what the 48 about is? Another Zetor, let's see, a 4011. Another Zetor, a 3011. And we have the Leyland, a 272. We have a selection of Leylands. We have another Leyland, what's she? Oh, come on. A 384. This is all private collection, lads, not for sale. A 255. Another 245. A 245. And we have the 465 Nuffield. That's beautiful stuff. Oh lads, we have a couple of Fords. We have a Welder baler. Is that a 165? A 188? She multi-part? No, she doesn't. We have a Ford 4000 here. We're going to give a look at the combine. A Massey Ferguson 165. A 165. Look at this. J. Tully and Sons, Bedford, 1977. This now would be the part. If you have this truck now would be an ideal weapon to bring to Kilflane on the 11th of November to the John Brennan Memorial Tractor and Truck Run. This, maybe. Look at that for a Clayton, Newholland Clayton. There's David Brown's, there's everything. We're going to go back down this way again. 188, we'll never fit over there. Oh yes. That's a TW. I can't see. That's a nice tractor. That's 86G. She's a TW. She's 86. This Q cab. I presume. Oh, she's a TW10. Christ. Okay. I would actually say I only ever know of one other TW10. Oh no, I'm wrong. Yeah, 10, yeah, TW10, 20, 30. No, I'm thinking of a TW5. I know what there's a TW5. Two-wheel drive at that. Okay, what's this? 4.6, a 6.6 maybe? I can't, oh, 7.6. 7.610. This is the private collection, lads, not for sale. We're very lucky to be able to walk around it. A 6.6 and a 7.6. 7.6. I got given out to over one of these lately. I had one of these drawn silage with a kin wooden trailer, and I said it was the same as whatever, but of course there's a different grill, and I'm not an expert like all of some of you are. So it's 7.6, and then I went from a 7.6 to a 7.7, and then I went from a 7.7 to a 7.810, and then I went to a 30.50, and then I went to a 6.8 John Deere. Ford 7000. These are an iconic tractor, like that's just a beautiful tractor. And next to that is a Ford 5000. a JF trailed harvester. A 148 is here. This is open, lads. You come here and you can walk in here, lads. This is kind of a museum. A Ford 4000. A Ford Super Dexter 3000. A Super Major. A 16, no, she's a 65. An International, what's she? I can't see the International badge. That's a beautiful tractor. That's a 574. 68 horsepower. There's a couple of David Browns over there. We have a Massey Ferguson 35X. She 35X. She is. We have a couple of Dexters. We have a Major, a Dexters, two Super Dexters. We have a 20 diesel. Oh no, she's a petrol TVO, it's a. We have a Dania trail combine inside the back. Dania, of course, have a fantastic history. They have an unbelievable history of that. And we have a couple of internationals here. We have is she a 444 or 434 or something like that? I don't really know. What's that? Is she a 990? A 950? 950 David Brown. I asked a question in one of my videos there, a couple of videos back. What David Brown has a ZF gearbox? And none of you answered it. Some of you tried. None of you got it right. David Brown 900. I think she should have the blue wheels. I'm not too sure. She probably has blue wheels. The DNA inside. International. That's the Clayton. Oh lads, I give all day inside walking around here. I actually really could. Look at the selection of Fords over in the corner. There's a loft upstairs. We're not going to go up in the loft. There's nothing up there anyway. But yeah, lads, brilliant, fantastic. I give all day here. That's kind of it. We're gone up in the minutes, so we have to call it a day. But you saw what they have. You saw the selection of stuff they have inside in the stores over, parts, everything. They have all this stuff now. This stuff is not for sale. This is their own private collection. But there is some fantastic stuff here. And they do full restorations. They do full nut and bolt restorations. So if you even price them, contact them and come up. It's well worth coming up to give a look at this stuff in itself. And hopefully I'll see you all the 10th of November in Kilflynn Truck and Tractor Run in behalf of John Brennan. Alright, cheers guys, 10th of November, see you there.